happening? My name is Keith Lorren, the king of cuisine, spiciest man in the world, Duke of Delicious, Kaiser of Curry, and the man who invented cooking. That's me, Keith Lorren. And today I have something really special for you. I'm going to show you how to make a lemongrass curry chicken. It's amazing. What's special about this dish is that it pulls the traditions, culinary traditions of Asia and Haiti. So let's get started on our video. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our seasoning paste. And what we're going to put in our seasoning paste is 1 whole onion. You know, a seasoning paste is really traditional. The people of the Caribbean love making seasoning paste where they add lots of vegetables and aromatics and they put it in a blender. And once all of the flavors are blended, you can let it last and it'll stay for weeks. To this, I have 1 onion. I'm going to add about 7 garlic cloves, 6 or 7 garlic cloves. I'm going to add a little bit of Keith Lorren's chicken bouillon, about 1 tablespoon, which is going to add really nice umami. So that's about 1 tablespoon. I'm going to add 3 large scallions. I'm going to add a nice handful of cilantro, green cilantro, as well as the stems of that bunch, because stems have a lot of flavor. A lot of people throw those away, but that's where a lot of your flavor comes from. And last but not least, ginger, a lot of it. So I have about a 3-inch piece here, and I'm going to show you the best way to peel it. It's the old-fashioned way with the back of a spoon. So I take the ginger and I just scrape it like this, and it comes right off. You don't need no special fancy equipment. Into the food processor it goes. Next, all I have to do is add the juice of half of a lime, and this juice will help everything to blend smoother. It'll add a little bit more liquid content. And I'm going to add a generous splash of Thai fish sauce, which will also help that paste be nice and aromatic and flavorful. Next, I'm going to put the top on and turn it on. Now it's perfect. The next thing we gotta do is, of course, season up our meat. So I have about 7 hot wings here, 7 chicken wings. I've washed them already. To season up the chicken, we're gonna use fresh lime, and I'm gonna use 1 whole lime for that acidity, and it also gives the chicken a refreshing flavor. You know, it doesn't taste like no dead poultry. You gotta have a nice fresh taste for your chicken. Next, we're going to use a little bit of Thai fish sauce, and we're going to douse it heavily so it can have a nice flavor. We're going to use a little bit of Keith Lorren's gourmet seasoned sea salt. This stuff is absolutely delicious. You have to go on the website and get it. It's fabulous. And we're going to sprinkle it generously to give the chicken a nice flavor. And then we're going to get our hands in there and we're going to mix it all up real nice. Next, we're going to add a little bit of whole allspice. I'm going to add a lot of freshly cracked black pepper. The black pepper really gives this dish a magnificent flavor. You've got to put a lot of it. And as you can see, I'm doing coarse cuts. So when you bite down into it, you get a really nice taste. So if you have the time, let this marinate overnight. Oh, I forgot one more thing. We're going to add another douse of Keith Lorren's gourmet chicken bouillon for umami. And we're going to let that sit overnight. In the meantime, let's get started on the next step. Okay, so step 1 is we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to our pan. It's nice and smoky. That's what we want. And we're going to add a little bit of our seasoning paste. 1 spoon. Nice and smoky, that's what I want. 1 more spoon. Because of the heat of the pan, the liquid evaporates quickly, which is exactly what I want. You get a fast sear. Next, I'm going to add about a generous tablespoon of Keith Lorren's Caribbean curry powder. And I'm going to saute it up all nice together. my neighbor brought me some fresh lemongrass. This is lemongrass. I'm going to add this much lemongrass. Whole lemongrass, just like that. And I'm going to stir it together. And now I'm going to add our chicken. I'm going to give it a stir. So I want the lemongrass to saute up with the chicken. I'm going to add 1 Thai chili to that for some heat. And as you can see, it's already a beautiful, beautiful color. Beautiful. Next, I'm going to allow this to brown up a little bit. Cook a little bit. I want to make sure that the color of the chicken is nice. And now it's time to add the remaining amount of our seasoning paste. So I'm putting all of it in. You know what? Y'all know I like my food spicy. So in addition to the Thai red chili that we use, I'm going to add 1 drop of Keith Lorren's Scotch Bonnet hot sauce, which you can get at keithlorren.com. It's on amazon.com. And if you go to Stop and Shop stores in New York, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Massachusetts, it's also there in those 5 states. So as you can hear it, you can hear the saute. If you were here, you would be like, God damn, Keith, that smells amazing, because it does. So the key is you just want to stir it, toss it. And I'm going to add 1 more pepper because I love heat, you know. That's why I'm so sexy. Because it's, you know, the heat keeps my blood flowing, you know. Keeps me going good. Okay, so next we're going to add 1 can of coconut milk. Quality coconut milk. I'm going to let this create its own juice. Now I'm going to share with you some secrets. Now, whenever you're cooking anything savory, you always have to add a little bit of sugar. Sugar balances out the flavor, especially with coconut milk. It makes it beautiful. So add a little bit of sugar. That's about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of sugar. So now it's time to stir. And the next step is I'm going to show you a technique that I learned when I was working over in the Middle East. You know, I was working with the perfume makers there, and one of the reasons why my spices are the best and why people seek my spices all over the world is because my spices contain lots of aromatic food oils. So as you can see, I'm going to embellish the flavor of this lemongrass curry chicken with pure lemongrass oil. Now, a lot of the flavors we taste are in oils, like perfumes. So I always cook with essential oils, and I'm going to add about 4 or 5 drops of the concentrated lemongrass oil to this, which is going to exemplify the lemongrass flavor in the curry chicken. And I'm sure Manny, the cameraman, can smell it because it's fabulous, you know. Yes. If this was a fragrance, I would wear it. That's how good it is. In fact, I don't even wear cologne no more. I just wear the scent of my food. That's why I have so many women. Anyway, as this is cooking, I just want to give it a quick taste test. Just to taste it. Oh my God, it's fabulous. Absolutely delicious. Amazing. We're gonna let this simmer down. I'm gonna put a top on it and we're good to go. So this is how it looks while it's cooking. Oh my God, let me tell you something. Oh my God, let me tell you something. If you were here and you would smell these aromas, you'd be like, man, Keith, you done invented cooking. I know you did. I know why you say that. Because my food is the most flavorful. My spices are the best built on the planet. And that's why they call me the king of spice. I want you to make this recipe and send me a message on my inbox underneath this video and let me know how you like the recipe, alright? I'm just gonna put the top on it. I'm gonna let it simmer down and I'm gonna let it get tender. I wanna let the flavors reduce from that sauce. Then we're gonna take these wings and deep fry them. I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, so this is the Keith Lorren lemongrass curry chicken. Look at the rich gravy in there. You see that? It's so aromatic, it's so flavorful. Now I'm gonna show you the second step. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna carefully take each wing off. We wanna reserve as much liquid as we can in our pot, because that's our gravy. That's what we're gonna pour over the wings once they're nice and crispy from the deep fry. We're gonna put them on the rack so we can dry them off a bit. And I'm gonna put a little cornstarch on them just to tighten up that skin. So these cook for about 15 minutes. Dust off as much sauce as you can. So, there's nothing worse than dead tasting grease. You do not use oil straight out of the bottle. You have to season your oil. So I'm adding ginger to my oil to scent the oil. I'm also adding a piece of celery. And I'm adding 3 hot peppers, which I'm gonna fry until nice and crispy. And I'm gonna take them out. I'm gonna use those hot peppers as garnish. So that's how it looks. We're gonna put that off to the side. Our oil is remaining hot. In the meantime, I'm gonna take our chicken wings that have dried a little bit on the rack, and I'm gonna put it into our bowl. Now, if you have cornstarch, I prefer cornstarch, but I have all-purpose unbleached flour here, so I'm just gonna dust them lightly, which is gonna help dry the skin a little bit and add a nice crispy texture. I'm just gonna coat it lightly. I'm gonna drop these into the oil. As you can see, the wings are getting nice and golden brown. That skin is getting nice and crispy. It's tender from the braise. It's perfect. I'm just gonna keep swirling the pot so nothing burns and everything gets evenly cooked. But I have it cooking at a medium-high temperature. I don't want it nice and crispy. So we're now taking them out. You can see that skin is real nice and crispy. You see that? That's what we like, nice crispy skin. Now it's time to do the garnishes for the chicken. So I'm adding a little bit of olive oil. I have a little bit of carrot. I'm just gonna saute the carrot briefly so that it gets golden brown. So we're just gonna saute them so they're al dente. Once these are al dente, we're going to add green scallions. I'm cooking these at a fairly high temperature. We're gonna let them do their thing. You see this color, the caramelization? That's what we want. That's all we want. These are done now. The last garnish is fried garlic. So I'm adding a little bit of fried garlic in here. This is about 3 cloves of garlic. And I'm just adding them into the deep fryer. The same oil that we fried the chicken in. And I just want them to be a little bit golden brown. It happens very fast, so you gotta take them out as soon as it starts to turn, otherwise it gets bitter. But that's all we want it cooked. So take it out. Otherwise it gets bitter. And those are the garnishes along with crushed peanuts. And now I'm gonna show you how to plate it. I'm gonna take a little bit of Keith Lorren's seasoned salt, and we're just gonna season it lightly so everything has flavor. Yeah, so now that we put our green scallions and our sauteed carrots, I'm gonna take some of this delicious lemongrass curry sauce, and I'm just gonna drizzle it right over the top like that. Next, I'm gonna take some chopped peanuts. I'm going to take some chopped cilantro. And some of our chilies. our 2 spicy chilies that we fried. And then you have Keith Lorren's lemongrass chicken with fried garlic as garnish, scallions, carrots, and it's just absolutely divine. I promise you're gonna love it. In fact, I'm gonna drizzle some more of this curry sauce right on top, just so it can be extra rich. And there we have it. Well, folks, it's been good, it's been great, but it's getting kind of late, and Keith Lorren has to make his plate. Boy, it's his plate. Look at this. Keith Lorren's curry lemongrass chicken wings, deep simmered, braised, and deep fried. Listen, if you love hot wings, you're gonna love Keith Lorren's lemongrass curry coconut wings. It's amazing. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna send you out a free bottle of Keith Lorren's gourmet curry seasoning. It doesn't get any better than this. I make the best spices on the planet. If you don't believe me, go online and read the reviews. I've been on Travel Channel, Cooking Network. I design products for all types of companies. And now I'm making Keith Lorren spices. That's where it's at. The first 100 people to send this video out on Facebook, they're gonna get a free bottle of this curry. All you gotta do is click on the promo link below. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna see y'all next week, and keep cooking.